What is down, everybody? It is your main course, Little Pancake, and welcome back to another video. Today, we are doing something a little bit different from my usual funny, subjectively funny, and lighthearted content. Today, we're talking about an actual topic. I know that's pretty crazy for me, but we are. So, my county, I live in Orange County, Virginia. Alright? There we go. Just doxed myself. But there has been some controversy recently involving our school board. Now, after we go over the controversy and I give my opinion on that, I'm going to tell you about my experience with the school board and my thoughts about the school board in general. I'll talk about that after we discuss this topic. Basically, I have a couple of articles pulled up from the Washington Post that I'm gonna kind of break down and go through and talk about. And so basically, the law, or not the law, but the act that they're planning on, that they want to push, or that has been proposed. Oh, excuse me. The thing that has been proposed is that basically, if the school knows that you're gay or lesbian or bisexual or anything like that, they're required to tell your parents. Now, I know you're probably like, how is that a good idea? I don't know. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand the thoughts behind it. But yeah, so we're going to break down the article here in just a second. That's going to be pretty much it. Make sure you like and subscribe, everybody, so that this video does well and reaches as many people as it can. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, real quick before I get into this, I'm editing this right now, and I realize that I might come off as a little, harsh. I'm not trying to be, okay? I want to hear your opinions. I want to hear the opposing side's opinions. I want to learn from this. I don't want to start a fight, okay? I don't want people to get mad at me, or I don't want to get mad at people. So, if you disagree, comment, please, and let me know what you disagree with, and, let me know your thoughts so that we can both learn and grow as people. I want to spread positivity, okay? I don't want to spread hatred and dislike of other people. So, please just know that going into this, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just sharing my opinion and what I think should be done and how it should be done, and I want to hear your opinion as well. So, thank you guys so much, and please stay respectful. Thank you. So this is a Washington Post article, which, I mean, I don't think Orange County's been in the Washington Post too many times, but, so, it's by Hannah Natanson, I think is how you pronounce it. Sorry if I mispronounce it. Okay, so it's loosely based around a law signed by the governor, William Youngkin, and basically what that law says is that if you're going to teach about sexually explicit content, right, it's right here, discussing related to sexual orientation, gender identity, or sexually explicit content, you have to get consent from your parents, which I don't hate. Sex ed, you have to get permission from your parents. So I feel like if you talk about any sexually explicit stuff in school, that's an actual topic, not a side comment or something. If you're gonna have an actual discussion in class about something relating to this, I don't have a problem with sending home and asking the parents. I don't feel like it really hurts to send that home. It's a decent law. I agree with it on most levels, right? It also says that the Orange County Public School Board requires schools to notify parents of healthcare services and involvement in critical decisions affecting students' physical, mental, and emotional well-being, included but not limited to self-identification. So, I agree that the schools should probably notify you if your kid's having a mental or physical problem, right? If your kid's broke his leg, I would say you should probably call their parents. If the kid is being bullied and is showing signs of mental distress, you should contact the parents. If the kid likes men and is a man, that's not a problem. I don't think. It is a clear instruction to out students of their parents. This is from a teacher, an anonymous teacher. And he says that most of the people are distraught, and I can back that. Like, when the proposal was first made, like, it was like the talk of the school, kinda, and nobody thought it was a good idea. Like, none of the kids were like, that's not a bad idea. Everybody was like, why? This is not necessary. It has no positive outcome. Like, if I can't be myself in my home, and then you just go ahead and say, well, I can't be myself at school either, because if the guidance counselor finds out I'm gay, then they're going to tell my parents, and then my parents are going to disown me. Like, this person has enough going on with just being scared about their parents finding out that they're gay, or lesbian, or trans, or bi, or whatever they might be. They've got enough mental problems trying to hide it from their parents, right? Like, if these people are scared of telling their parents, because they're not just gonna not tell their parents because they don't feel like it. If they're not telling their parents, it's because they're scared of what their parents are gonna do to them, right? So they can't be themselves at home, but they get to school, they get in clubs, they can be themselves, they can be their true self at school. And if you take that away from them, where are they supposed to be themselves at? How are they supposed to express themselves? Like, you're just taking away an outlet that is needed. Like, what happens if, like, alright, I've got a scenario. Okay. So, this proposal basically says, like, if they think I'm gay, they're gonna call my parents and tell them. So, if I walk up to my friend and grab his shoulder and go, "Ooh, you looking good today, boy," and the principal sees that, alright, his generation's not the same as mine. Like, in my generation, that is seen as funny and comical. In his generation, that is seen as gay. So, if he sees that and he's like, "Oh my god, James is gay," and he calls my parents, okay? Now, my parents would know that, like, I probably did what I did, and that's what I would tell them. I'd be like, what? That's, like, they would probably honestly find it comical. But what if they didn't? You know, what if my parents were the kind of people that if I was gay, I wouldn't tell them, right? Then, like, I'm not gay, all right? My parents think I'm gay. I'm gonna come home to who knows what for nothing, for a misunderstanding. I don't think that's exactly ideal. Now, I do have a problem. So the FCPS Pride, LGBT Advocacy Group, based in Northern Virginia, they said that the Orange County School Board is saying loudly and clearly to queer people, "We count you as worth nothing and we want you to pretend you don't exist." I don't agree with that. I think that is too extreme. That's one of my problems with a lot of, like, advocacy groups, whether it be feminism or gay rights or anti-racism. They take things to the extreme so quickly. And this is just not all of them, of course. I'm for advocacy groups, right? But, like, the school board's not saying that they see gay people as worth nothing, right? I don't agree with this statement that the advocacy group made. It's too extreme. And when you say something that just in your face, it's not going to be taken as seriously as the Orange County School Board is clearly putting gay and queer lives at risk with this new bill by causing people that are different to feel ostracized everywhere they are. Like, something along those lines would be taken much more seriously and been taken much more into effect by a lot of people, I feel, than just an outright bold, in your face, "They're trying to kill us" kind of statement. Like, I feel like you don't need that extreme of a statement. Now, another very telling sign is that no member of the Orange County School Board gave comment on this. I feel like that's kind of a telltale sign that they might not be doing a great thing. you know? And they keep referencing the law that was passed by the governor, but that doesn't have really anything to do with this. Like this, the law is like here, and this a proposal is like, pew, whoop. Like it just takes it so many steps further, and like it ends up not having anything to do with it really. So Senator, I'm sorry I can't pronounce that, Siobhan S. Dunavant also would not give response. Like that's one thing that it also says in here that Youngkin didn't respond. I hate when politicians do that. That's one of my biggest pet peeves with politicians, is when they just don't answer questions. Like when they're just like, yeah, no comment. Why not? What do you gain from not commenting on something? It's literally the worst thing you could do. Like in general. Like, what do you gain from this? At least give a vague comment. Like, you can just say something along the lines of, I don't really have that much of an opinion on this bill. I'd rather just let the county levels play it out. Or something like it. But no comment is so just annoying. It just annoys me. So this right here, an anonymous Orange County teacher said emotions are running high among educators in the county, which is in Virginia's whatever. That's so true. Like, I'll get into this a little later when I talk about like the overall school board. But teachers are like hating life. This whole year, teachers have just been despising teaching, which is just horrible. Like, it's just terrible for everybody. But I'll get into that. I'll get into that later. I also love this picture that they used, because so you can see right here, it's they say where Orange County is, Virginia's Central Piedmont region, home to Montpelier, right? And then they just give you this picture. They could have given you a picture of this high school. They could have given you a picture of the town. Now, this is just a picture of a horse track. So another thing here, another anonymous teacher said that Quintern's resolutions are broad and vaguely worded, and educators are unsure what they will be allowed to talk about in the classroom. So this is very true. I feel like with a lot of things, another thing politicians do, man, they just vaguely word stuff, and like you need to specifically tell people, like if you have a law, you have to specifically say what would result in violation of that law. Okay? If you're like, all right, if you say the word penis, that's a violation. If you say the word sex, that's a violation, right? Not sexual content is a violation. What is sexual content? Talking about underwear? Is that sexual content? What does it mean? Like, you have to give more specific guidelines. All right, and that's the end of that article. So the next article is about the school board. They delayed the vote. Whoop-de-doo. So this Monday, this article is from yesterday. This Monday, they had the thing where people could come talk, right? And when they have open discussion, and they had 2 hours of discussion. Basically, this is saying that they decided to wait until July, the end of July, to vote, because that's when the state law comes into like effect per se. So they're gonna wait until July to vote, which I think is just dumb. But and then it goes through a few different quotes and whatnot, and I mean, it's not real much. So my final thoughts on this proposal: I think it's ignorant to think that this is a good idea in any way at all. I think that they're just putting kids that are already at risk for mental instability and mental problems. They're just furthering that risk and kind of pushing it towards them. Like I said before, if you can't be yourself at home or school, where do you be yourself at? You know? I just don't see a positive to this proposal at all. I don't understand why it's necessary. I think that a high school aged kid is able to decide whether they should tell their parents about their sexuality or not. I feel like you should trust them with that. They're almost adults, you know? I just feel like the bill is useless and is not necessary. I keep saying bill, the proposal. It's just not necessary at all. And that seems to be a common theme with the Orange County School Board. Now, I'm kind of calling them out right now, but I've been in their schools for my entire life. And I can tell you firsthand what it's like to be in the Orange County school system. Orange County public school sucks. And I've consistently gotten the feeling. I actually made a video that I forgot about, that I stumbled upon yesterday while doing some stuff around for this, of me complaining about the school board. I completely forgot I made that video. But, like, the school board, I feel, just doesn't take the students into consideration at all. Like, I legitimately feel like they don't care what the students think. They care what the parents think. And I think they care what their pocketbooks think and what they think. I genuinely don't feel like they care about me. Now, I'm done, right? My graduation is Saturday, okay? I'm out of here. Thank God. But, like, my cousins are still in the system, right? I still have friends that are in the system. My friends' siblings are still in the system, right? Like, I still care about it. I still want it to do well. And the school board doesn't understand that their only priorities should be the students and the teachers. And I don't think either of them are even on their radar right now. Like, so the teachers, I have talked to teachers about this. None of the teachers are happy with what's going on. Just in general, right? None of the teachers are enjoying their time at Orange County High School right now. None of them. Like, I know the pandemic caused a lot of just problems. Orange County handled it terribly. I mean, just bad. Right, but we're past that now, okay? You live and you learn. But I don't think they learned anything. I don't think they care enough. I genuinely don't. And I feel like people that do care get ran out from the school board. I know a guy that ran for school board a while ago. But he said that they ran him out. He said he had different ideas from everyone else, and they ran him out. So, like, how do you break the cycle? I don't know. But the school board's got to change. They've got to do something different, because right now is not it, okay? They're not doing a good job. None of the students are happy with them. None of the teachers are happy with them. Who else? Like I don't understand what they're doing. I don't understand the reasoning behind anything that they have done recently. It just makes no sense. Teachers are quitting left and right, my guys. Okay? Like, teachers are just leaving constantly. Like, there's not enough people to fill up classrooms to teach kids because teachers are just stopping teaching altogether or moving counties. They're just splitting because of how bad the system is here. And it needs to be fixed. Something needs to be done about it. So, like, I don't know what the solution is. But something's got to change. Change is the solution to this right now. Because the school board sucks right now. And that's that, pretty much. This is a little bit of a longer video, but I had a lot to talk about. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe again. Make sure the algorithm maybe picks this up. Make sure to comment your thoughts on this. You know, do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Because I want to hear the other side of the argument because I haven't heard it yet. Because everybody just says no comment. Nobody will comment about it. I haven't heard the other side of the argument. So if you do feel differently, please let me know. I want to hear other opinions. That's how you learn, is by hearing other people's opinions and by talking to people who think differently than you. That's how you learn, and that's how you grow. And I would like to grow and learn. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Be nice to people. All right? Even if someone thinks differently than you, be nice to them. Love them. Even if you don't know them, give them some love, okay? Don't immediately think bad things about someone just because they have a different political ideology from you. There's more things that you can have in common than just politics. So, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see all y'all later.